Happy Easter.
What are you eating, Julie?
Really naughty. A bacon hot cross bun.
With chilli jam.
It's a taste sensation. Stop. I don't want to eat it. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the vlog.
Yes, another busy week this week.
Massively busy.
Did 2 jumps.
2 jumps.
Well, not literally.
Yeah.
I mean, we did two moves with the boat.
2 hops.
2 hops.
We went from Marsh Benham, which we did, and then we stopped at Newbury for the night. We've never really stopped at Newbury. We stopped at a place called New Mills. Never stopped there before. It was lovely, wasn't it?
It was really nice. Really nice. But very busy. Lots of people walking by. So the dogs were very excited to see people going past the window.
Indeed. And then we went from Newbury through down to a place called Midgham, it's actually Brimpton, but it's called Midgham Lock, which is just past Thatcham. So that was interesting. It wasn't as overgrown as I remember it from last time.
No, it looked like they've cut some of it back, which is really good. We did have to stop off at the marina to get some water.
We did, yeah. And we got to top up a fuel as well.
So it did take quite a long time, didn't it?
I think it took us, we left at about 10 and we got here at about 5 or something, silly like that. It was quite a long slog. And there's a lot of locks. You'll see Monkey Marsh Lock as well, which is a very interesting lock. It's one of the oldest locks on the canal system. In fact, it predates the canal here by about 90 to 100 years. I think it was built in 1718 or something. And it was designed to control the river flow when it was used for traffic, for boat traffic. It's unique because it's got no sides or walls. It's literally just a
turf-sided lock.
Yeah, a turf-sided lock with plants.
Yeah.
There's only 2, I think, remaining in the entire country. There were lots of them, but these are the last 2 remaining, and they're both on the Kennet and Avon Canal. And this one is quite a famous one. I think it's designated as an ancient monument.
It is.
Yeah.
And we've got the next one to do in that direction shortly.
Towards Theale, isn't it, that one?
Yeah.
So sit back, pour yourself a drink. Mine's a double.
Is it?
Yeah, Julie will have an appetiser and enjoy the footage.
So today's job is to go to the printers. My printers are in Devizes, so that's a 45-minute drive there. I've got quite a few paintings to go in to be printed, and then I'm going on to the post office to post some parcels, and then I might go on to Newbury, which is in the opposite direction, to see whether there are any mooring spaces and parking spaces for our next move in the boat. So let's get the pictures out and we'll take them into the printers. Yeah, so I was thinking them about A3 total size. Temperance. Them.
Yeah, that's fine.
The hair is
great.
this one here.
3, yeah. 10.
Do you think A3? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, like a print, I would expect to be smaller.
It would be.
But yeah, like the
be.
original, bigger and grander,
That's
but
it.
definitely bring it down, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
So 10 of them, please.
Wonderful, okay, yeah.
And then this one,
This
this is an unusual one.
Wow.
So this is an actual newspaper from 1852.
It's cool, illustrated news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite
Cool.
cool. So that one, if it can be A3 and 10 of them. So I'm really excited. Today I've been to the printers and picked up some of my prints. I don't know if you remember that I painted onto an old newspaper and I've managed to get that printed and they've arrived, so we'll go over and I'll show you how they've turned out. Okay, so let's unwrap them. That's come out really well, hasn't it? All the British crows, all the corvids. And this one has proved really popular. My new hair.
Okay, so it's moving day today, and we're going to have to keep the beasts in the boat, aren't we, beasts? They've been for their run, so they should be worn out, and hopefully they'll settle as we move off. They're okay, but you know, this one here, Ernie, gets a little bit, should we say, a little bit barky when he sees us leave the boat. So, but you'll be all right, won't you? Right? You'll be all right. Yeah, you will. Yeah. Let's get going. Get off. Get off.
Don't move, Bertie, will you?
I've swept this roof twice already, and it's covered again.
Can you hear the cuckoo? Yeah?
Yeah, I heard it then.
Okay, the centre line is now down the middle of the boat and Mark has it on the back in case we need to jump off with it. Now all we've got to remove is the wheelbarrow, the ash can and the tyres, and then we're going to have to untie the boat. We will have to untie the front first because this is river fed and the river's flowing that way. So we need to untie the front and then do the back afterwards.
And so we're off. We haven't done this stretch now for about a year and a half. So I suppose you could call it pastures new, although it's not new to us, but it's certainly new in the last 2 years. So we're heading towards Newbury. We're not sure where we're going to stop. Parking's a bit of an issue. Newbury's terrible for parking. So at some point we're going to have to walk back and get the car, then move the car further forward to the next mooring location. But you know, normally we plan these things within an inch of our lives, but today we're winging it a bit, so we'll see how we get on.
Morning.
There are some big old trees in the canal down this end, and the trouble is that
while they don't look like they could cause damage, and most of them don't, when the tree's lying in the water, you just don't know what's underneath the water line. So I always make sure I cut my prop as I go over them, because the last thing I want to do is get entangled in one.
The plants have just gone crazy on the front, and they're just growing lots and lots of baby ones. So I've got lots of work here to sort all these out. There's a narrowboat behind us, and she commented on the amount that we had, so I'm going to leave her one of these packs at the next lock, because we have way too many. Morning. Good morning. Yeah, you? It's beautiful, isn't it? Good day to move.
I suppose you're going down to the marina to get some water and to moan about it on your...
Oh no, yes, to moan about the price.
Lock number 2 of the day, making good progress. We've got a volunteer lock keeper on this one. I say a volunteer lock keeper, he's a subscriber to the channel, but he's helping us go through the lock. So the more help the merrier. Suck your belly in. The A34, one of the most boring roads in the country, I think. I wonder if all those people whizzing by at 100 miles an hour, okay, 70, ever stop to consider that there's even a canal below that bridge there? Do they even know that this sedate way of travelling exists? Well, of course they know it exists, but do they know that it's up right under their feet? It's just a contrast between how we travel along and how they travel along. I want to talk to you about random acts of kindness. We were being followed by 2 narrowboats, and they helped us through 2 of the locks. So when we got to the 3rd lock, the lock I'm in now, it was ready for us to take, but we saw the narrowboats coming along. So we allowed them to go into the lock ahead of us, because we knew they'd be faster than us, and help them lock down so that we could return the favour. We also gave them some plants, some succulents from the front of the boat. They probably walked away with about 100 succulent plants. And it's just random acts of kindness. Do nice things and nice things happen to you. I hope. What a beautiful day's cruise. The weather's nice, the sun's out, it's warm. I mean, it says it's only 13 degrees, but it feels like it's 18, 19 degrees. And it just really brings back all of the fond summer memories that you create travelling up and down the canals. And we're so looking forward to getting out onto the Thames, and so looking forward to the better weather and the dry tow pass. And that's when boating really does come into its own. It's when it becomes more fun. Because being brutally honest, this winter was so dour, so grey, so wet and miserable that I think it probably affected our moods. I think we did feel it this winter more than any other. We can handle rain, I can handle snow, we can handle wind, we can handle, you know, pretty much anything that winter throws. But when you wake up every morning and it's just grey, and then the next day is just grey, and it goes on for weeks, it's demoralising. So yeah, now that the good weather's here, let's make most of it. Okay, so we've now entered Monkey Marsh Lock. This is one of only 2 remaining grass-sided locks in the country. I'm sure we featured it before. The other one is just further down, actually, heading towards Reading. Yeah, two of these have left remaining on the system. They predate this canal by about 100 years. They were built, I think, in the early 1700s, 1718, something like that. And I think this canal was completed 1805, so they predate good 80, 90 years. But they're unique because they've got no walls or sides. It's just grass and vegetation, and the water fills up in a kind of slope and fills the slope up. So yeah, I think they're listed as ancient monuments, or designated ancient monuments. Really interesting. Now on the port side, which is your left, is a boat that unfortunately during Storm Eunice suffered catastrophic damage. I'll show you the tree, or the trees, the size of the trees that fell. As far as I can recall, there was nobody on board when it happened, so thank heavens for that. But it was huge and it absolutely decimated the boat, and it took a good few days to clear the debris and cut away the wood from the canal. There's still large chunks of it floating in the canal now, and that's what, 2 months after the storm. I'm going to show you the boat as we go by. It's so sad to see, so sad to see. So, this is our mooring at Midgham. Technically Brimpton, although it's called Midgham Lock, but Midgham is just over there, up on the hill. But we love this spot, it's gorgeous. Nice big wide towpath, it's nice and dry, decent bank, slightly on the lean, but that's not a problem. We level back up again when the boats come through the locks, because it's river fed here, so it fills back up again pretty quickly. But yeah, so this is our big push now to get to Tile Mill and then onto the Thames. I can hear you. What kind of noise are you making? What kind of noise are you making? Huh? Hey? You, it's you, isn't it? It's you. It's always you. Close that mouth of yours. Close that mouth. Bertster, close that mouth. That's a good boy. You a good boy too, Annie? Hmm? As many of you know, we like to feature cooking in some of our vlogs. So today, as a special treat, I'm going to show you how to make a gourmet meal. So let's follow the instructions. The kettle has just boiled. I've taken the lid off of my king pot noodle, and I'm just about to add the water. Now it's very important that you add the water holding the kettle with your right hand. You must gradually extend the flow of the water to a height of about ½ a foot. This distributes the water more evenly over said pot noodle. Never fill above the first fill line, otherwise you get a watery soup, and you must leave it to stand for at least 5 minutes before you attempt to eat it. Otherwise you get crunchy noodles. What I like to do is add a splash of extra soy sauce, and to get in there with a fork and break up the noodles so they soak up all that lovely juice. Now make sure you scoop the powder from the bottom of the pot, because that helps to thicken the sauce. And there you have it. 5 minutes waiting time and a delicious chicken and mushroom pot noodle. The best flavour, the king of flavours. So I'm just going to leave that to stand for 5 minutes and I should be chowing down. So there you have it, delicious pot noodle, ready to eat. Stick with the vlog for more recipe tips. Next week, copper soup. Oxtail.
Hey, thanks.
Do you say thank you for watching?
I
as well?
do.
Right.
So back off.
Okay.
Back off my sentence.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Ease up. Ease up.
Thank you for watching.
What do I say next?
If you like this video,
If you like this video, don't forget to give it a
thumbs up.
When you no, sorry.
You've gone completely wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore.
Thank you for watching.
If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to click the bell icon, which is located somewhere in the sphere of the screen.
And that is if you're on a laptop, can we say?
Yes, if you're on a smart TV, not really sure. I think you probably need to do it on a laptop or go into the YouTube website on your smart TV and navigate from there, I think. You can see that we're really, really down with technology.
Don't forget to leave us your comments. We love to hear them.
Yeah, we answer every single one except the ones we don't like and they get deleted.
Don't forget, join us next time as we go through Wolverhampton Lock.
The dreaded Wolverhampton Lock. We've not had a lot of rain. I'm hoping that it's fairly benign when we go through. But knowing our luck, it'll probably lash down with rain for 40 days and 40 nights. And it'll be like Noah's Ark.
And we meet friends on the Thames.
We do. You probably know them. And if you don't know them, why don't you know them? And you should know them. So get over there and get to know them.
They don't know who.
Well, we'll tell you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.